I'm Jason UFC, and today we have a story about UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya responds after UFC heavyweight champion John Bones Jones labels Israel Adesanya as his favorite fighter in the UFC. In recent years, Israel Adesanya has consistently gone back and forth with former two-time heavyweight champion John Jones, as well as talk of a possible fight. The pair have thrown a number of verbal jabs at one another, with one of the most notable seeing Israel Adesanya mention John Jones' legal trouble and failed Nike. I mean, doesn't everyone mention John Jones' legal trouble and failed Nike endorsement? Now, though, it appears the two stars have largely quashed their animosity. That appeared evident in a recent interview that John Jones conducted with the Sportsman, during which John Jones branded Israel Adesanya as his current favorite fighter in the UFC. In the UFC, my favorite fighter right now, I hate to admit it, I hate to admit it, but I would say Israel Adesanya, John Jones says. Israel Adesanya, him and I are not friends, but he's probably the most entertaining guy in the organization right now. His whole story with Alex Pereira, the whole saga that he had, it was probably the most entertaining thing I've seen out in the UFC in a while. Okay, Israel Adesanya on rare praise from John Jones. Real recognized real. During a recent appearance on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, Israel Adesanya was shown the quote and initially dismissed it as hold on, what? Israel Adesanya was shown the quote and initially dismissed it as genuine. I don't even know what that. Okay, I don't even know what that means. I shouldn't have even read that. That doesn't make any sense. This is what Israel Adesanya says. That's a lie. Okay. He's not gonna put that out publicly. Hell no. Wow, these two really don't like each other. Israel Adesanya, really? It's true? Are you serious? No way. I thought you were lying. I don't even like to talk about stuff, but for me, I'm all about growth. Growth is something you have to go through as a human being. There's a point where we were arguing. I came to the UFC and I felt like it's up to him to admit this. I felt like he was a fan. What? But then he was kind of like, there's another coming in this game and taking the shine, but there's enough room for us to shine. Israel Adesanya says we can be in our own lanes and be great. I've been hold on. This is very important because I don't think we've ever heard Israel Adesanya say this. We can be in our own lanes. I have been a fan of John Jones since I saw him at UFC 94. What? Did John Jones fight in UFC 94? Is he that old? Wow. And then we had beef, and it was for a few years. It was like that, but real recognized real. I'll put it that way. Is there anything else? Because this article is just kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is not really much going on here, right? Like, there was not really any real beef between John Jones and Israel Adesanya. I don't even know how the beef started. I don't know if Israel Adesanya said he wanted to fight John Jones first, or John Jones said he wanted to fight Israel Adesanya first. I'm pretty sure maybe someone on Twitter was saying, hey, what do you think about Israel? Or, or maybe a reporter says, hey, are you worried about, Israel moving up to light heavyweight or something? Maybe it had to be like that. I really don't think they were just taking shots at each other for no reason because they're in different divisions. Israel Adesanya, when John Jones was in the light heavyweight division, never fought in a light heavyweight division, so their paths were never going to really cross. John Jones was talking about moving up to the heavyweight division, and Israel Adesanya is in the middleweight division, so there was really no reason for these two to ever have beef, and obviously John Jones was never talking about going down to the middleweight division, so I don't really know if this was ever beef. I don't know if they've ever, saw each other and had a miscommunication, or was this all, Twitter interviews. Someone asks a question about Israel, he takes it the wrong way. Someone asks a question about John Jones, he takes it the wrong way, and it just turned left. Like I said, I don't know if they've ever had a public interaction. I know Israel Adesanya just happened to run into Alex Pereira at the airport, and that was just, happenstance. But I don't know if Israel Adesanya and John Jones have like ever been face to face. I'm an MMA casual, but I can't remember everything. So, but yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if they've ever been like in a press conference together or anything like that. I don't really know what their interaction is, and even in this interview, you could see here when I guess on the Impulsive podcast when they were saying John Jones said this about you, that you're his favorite fighter, Israel Adesanya. Initial reaction was, that's a lie. He's not gonna put that out publicly. Hell no. Like, see, like what's the beef? It seems like it's genuine. Like, why would John Jones have so much beef that he wouldn't be able to say that Israel Adesanya is his favorite fighter? And like, it's like, I don't know what their interaction was. Like they've it's not like John Jones ever fought someone, on Israel Adesanya team or anything. Like, so I don't really know what the beef is, but it does seem like it maybe, I'm pretty sure it's dead, right? It seems to be dead, even though John Jones says Israel Adesanya and I are not friends. We've seen John Jones recently say like he could sit down and talk to Daniel Cormier, right? Like, so I really doubt John Jones and Israel Adesanya have any like real beef or anything like that. But it's good to see that it basically looks like it's over, whatever it was, the the Twitter beef or social media beef or out there beef. But it didn't seem like it was real on site beef. But let me know your opinion of this story. But truthfully, I mean, I would say, who's your favorite fighter, right? Like, because there's not really much going on in this article. Israel Adesanya, I would like to know who is his current. He's probably gonna say Alexander Volkanovski. My current favorite fighter besides John Jones, because he's the GOAT, I would say my current favorite fighter in the UFC, I gotta say Charles Oliveira. I love that guy. I really do. I support him. I don't think he's the greatest fighter or anything, but he's just like my favorite fighter, and I just enjoy watching him fight. So in my opinion, right now, my favorite fighter in the UFC is John Jones. But if I had to pick another fighter, it would be Charles Oliveira. But let me know your opinion of this story. Who is your favorite fighter in the UFC currently? I'm Jason, UFC. Today we had a story about UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya responds after UFC heavyweight champion John Bones Jones labels Israel Adesanya as his favorite fighter in the UFC. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.